that's going to be the huge challenge of the next governor. The reality is we have a legislature that is, it's sort of funny, a legislature that bragged about cutting the budget, patted themselves on the back, and actually balanced the budget. You know, a very conservative legislature, and I'm on the gubernatorial trail. I hear them brag about how the Tea Party legislature. I know when they say Tea Party, I was at the Tea Party last night, loved it, got a great thing. I love those people. I agree with them, but they said they balanced the Arizona budget over the last 3 years. You know how they balanced it? They took $3 billion for temporary tax increase, which they all opposed. They sold the state capitol and took $3 billion of debt for that we will pay for the next 20 years. And they took $3 billion of stimulus money from the federal government, which they all detest. You know, fact of the matter is, we are in dire straits, and I understand why they did that. But don't do that on a Friday and show up on a Monday and claim moral superiority and say, oh, we hate taxes, we hate debt, and we hate the federal government. You know, as a mayor, you deal with reality, and as a mayor, you have to pick up the trash on Thursday. I'll govern as a governor like that too. I'll be honest, and I'll say, listen, here's where we are. We do have a structural deficit. Arizonans will need to make a choice, and the choice is simple. If you want to fund your government to this level, this is the level of services you will receive. And if that's what Arizonans choose, I will manage the state to that. I hope to lead in a way that will include infrastructure investment and will have us make decisions on whether we want to enhance education spending, whether we want to do this. And I don't know how that'll play out, but that's the kind of leadership I'd like to give. It will not be a goal of mine to be able to brag that I cut spending. It'll be a goal of mine to brag that I enhance the quality of life. Now, my plan is to do that with the resources we have. It's what I did in the city. We rejected efforts to try to raise taxes, and believe me, the second we had a deficit, I had every employee group and every other group come in wanting us to do a temporary tax. We didn't do that, but we still enhanced opportunity. And that's what I'll push the legislature to do. It'll be a tough sell. It will be a very difficult process. I intend to do it through leadership, through focus, through creating a vision, and through being upfront as to what it will take to accomplish the goals we want to accomplish. And then the legislature and the people of Arizona can decide what government they want. Right now, I don't think anyone really understands what government we want. When we have a problem, whether it be CPS or education, I think it's unfortunate that the first thing we talk about is, what are we going to pay for it? You know, that's sort of a backward way to look at things. You know, CPS, we're talking about our children. And yet the debate is, we need more money, no we don't. We need more money, no we don't. Well, I don't know if we need more money or not. What I do know is we have children that are being abused and neglected and are not being taken care of by the state. And if there's one thing that the state government responsibility has, is to protect those who have no other advocates, who have no other way of being protected. That should be our goal. Then the next question is, what do we have to do to make sure that every child in Arizona is protected? And if we are truly, truly committed to that, we will provide the resources it takes to protect those children. But the decision has to start with, first of all, is this what we are committed to do? If so, how do we make it happen? And open and honest. Then we'll talk about what will it take to make that happen. Then the citizens of Arizona can make the choice. And I think in the past, they've looked at that, and sometimes they've said no, sometimes they've said yes. Unfortunately, our discussion is on both sides of the aisle. Is give them more money, don't give them any money. And we never get to talk about what we want to do to fix the system.